There are moments in life when the world feels unbearably loud, yet the heart feels completely silent. That silence was the only thing Emily Hart heard on the rainy November morning when she discovered an old wooden box hidden beneath her mother's bed. She wasn't looking for secrets. She was simply trying to clean the room she grew up in, sadly, for the last time. Inside the box were photos, small trinkets, faded receipts, and memories wrapped in dust. But one thing stood out: a sealed envelope with her name on it. A letter written 12 years ago. A letter her mother never gave her. And that letter held a truth powerful enough to break and heal everything Emily ever believed. Emily's childhood had always felt like a story missing its ending. Her earliest memory was not laughter or a celebration, but the sight of her father walking out the door when she was 6 years old. No goodbye, no explanations, just the soft click of the door closing in a silence that echoed through every year of her life. Her mother, Margaret, did her best to fill that silence with comfort. She worked double shifts at a bakery in Manchester, always telling Emily, "Your father loves you. He just lost his way." Emily believed it for a while. She waited for him on birthdays, on Christmas, on school plays where every child had someone cheering except her. He never returned. She grew into a quiet teenager, the kind whose heart felt too heavy for her age. At 17, Emily received a scholarship and moved to Portland, USA, to study nursing. She hoped the distance would quiet the memories, but loneliness travels no matter how far you run. On her first Christmas away from home, she asked her mother a question that had been buried for years. "Mom, why did he leave?" The silence on the phone felt colder than the winter outside her dorm window, and when her mother finally answered, her voice trembled. "One day, you'll understand, but not today." Years passed, and Emily built a life in America. She became a nurse, the kind who stayed late, held the hands of strangers, and gave comfort she never received herself. Despite her compassion for others, her own heart remained untouched, locked behind the memory of the father who never came back and a mother who never gave her answers. Then, one night at 2:17 a.m., the call came. The kind of call that changes the direction of a life with a single sentence. Her mother had collapsed at work. Emily boarded the earliest flight, praying across the Atlantic. But by the time she reached the hospital in Manchester, it was too late. Her mother was gone. Grief fills a home with silence. And as Emily stood in her mother's bedroom, she felt that same childhood emptiness returning. Her hands moved automatically as she cleaned, her mind numb until she found the wooden box. And the letter. Her breath caught as she opened the envelope. Inside was her mother's handwriting, shaped by love, guilt, and years of unspoken truth.
My Emily.
If you're reading this, it means I never found the courage to tell you what you deserved to know. Your father didn't leave because he stopped loving you. He left because he was sick. A sickness he couldn't fight, and shame made him hide. He was diagnosed with early onset heart failure at 32. He didn't want you to watch him fade. He thought leaving would protect you from pain. And he asked me to keep the truth from you. I hid his letters. I hid the gifts he sent. Not to hurt you, my love, but because I was terrified you would chase after him and witness the suffering he was, desperate to spare you. Forgive me, Emily. I did what I thought was right. Mom, asterisk asterisk.
Emily read the letter again and again until her tears blurred the ink. Her entire childhood, every unanswered question, every lonely birthday, it all shattered into a million pieces. Her father didn't abandon her. He was dying. And her mother hid the truth out of fear, not malice. In the envelope was one more thing, an address in Bristol, her father's last known home. Emily took the first train. The journey felt unreal, the scenery rushing by as if the world wanted her to reach the truth before she lost her courage. When she arrived at the small house with peeling paint and a quiet garden, she felt her heart beating louder than the rain. An elderly woman opened the door before Emily could knock twice.
"You must be Emily. I'm your grandmother.
Inside that quiet house, Emily learned everything. Her father had never stopped writing, never stopped trying. He sent letters, gifts, birthday messages, every one of them hidden away by her mother, who thought she was protecting her child from heartbreak. Emily felt the floor shift beneath her. Her grandmother handed her a small USB drive. "This was the last thing he recorded for you." With trembling hands, Emily plugged it into her laptop. The screen flickered, and then she saw him. A thin, pale man with tired eyes, but eyes that held a love so deep it could break a person. Her father.
Hi, my little Em. I don't know if you'll ever see this. I don't know if time will let me tell you in person. But I want you to know something. You were the best part of my life. I didn't stay because you weren't enough. I left because I wasn't. I couldn't let you grow up watching me disappear piece by piece. I hope you forgive me, and I hope you live a life bigger than the pain I left behind. I love you, more than my heart could ever hold.
Emily didn't collapse into tears. She didn't scream. She simply sat there, letting the truth settle into the empty spaces of her life, like light slowly filling a dark room. Later that evening, she visited his grave. The grass was wet. The air smelled of rain and endings. She placed her hand on the cold stone and whispered, "I waited for you, and now I finally know why you couldn't come." The wind blew softly, almost like an answer. Emily returned to Portland weeks later, but she wasn't the same person. The silence inside her had shifted from emptiness to acceptance. She dove into cardiology, determined to save the hearts she couldn't save in her past. She kept one small photo on her desk, her mother, younger and smiling, holding baby Emily, with her father beside them. A moment of happiness frozen in time. Some nights, when the world grows quiet, Emily replays her father's video not to mourn, but to remember that even broken love is still love, and that sometimes the truths we spend our whole lives searching for are written in letters we were never meant to find.